Hello and welcome to another video, which I will also put in my console reviews playlist because I don't know where else to put it. This is a video on all the attachments I have for the Nintendo Wii, the Wii original, not the Wii U, just the normal Wii. But yeah, so I've tried to put it out in the best way I could so that you can see all of them. Some of them you couldn't necessarily call attachments, because they do come sometimes with the Wii, I believe. Like, if I take the bottom off this, that rubber case does come with the Wii. But this rubber case has an extra bit on the bottom, which brings me on to this, which is a thing that you plug onto the bottom of the controller, the default controller, to give it more sensitivity for certain games like Wii Sports Resort and other stuff like that. If you don't know what it looks like that when you plug it onto the bottom of the controller. It's that there. That basically adds more sensitivity in this, which means that the sensor bar can pick it up better. And basically you would know that that would not fit in the rubber case that you get for it, so they made this one with the extra bit on the bottom, so that you can keep that in, which is quite nice. The main one here, of course, is the steering wheel. So when you're playing games like Mario Kart, you can put the controller in here. In fact, if I take the sensor one off, there's also a lock on the back, so it doesn't fall off when you just squeeze them by accident. Put the strap down through the hole into there, and there you go. You can press all the buttons. You've still got easy access to them, except maybe them. And yeah, you can do driving games and stuff. So if I put that back, this here is probably the most important one, because this is what you actually put the attachments on. This, I'll show you how it goes on. You get the controller and you put that over the controller, or the controller slides in, or whatever. Oh, that's rather confusing. Oh, there we go. Yep, so that goes over the controller like that, you can see. And then, this brings you onto this. This is when you're playing baseball and Wii Sports Resort, or not Sports Resort, Wii Fit or Wii Sports. This is like the base of that. So you put that on, and then you screw it on top, if I can put it on. Okay, I can't really put it on. But yeah, you get the idea. That goes on there, so when you hit the controller, it looks like it's actually a baseball. It's not really much point in it, because it doesn't make a difference, although you might prefer it for some reason. You've also got this one for when you're playing golf. This is one of my favourites, because it's so detailed. It's even got little lines in there. But, see if I can put this on. Nearly. No, stay on. Oh my god, this is really frustrating, so just be careful of that. Maybe it goes the other way. Oh, it does. Okay, there we go. So, you can play golf. This also is pointless, but, you know, for some reason you might want to play it. So, just unscrew it again. That's the golf club. This is one of my personal favourites, although with this you can't use the sensor bar, and you don't need this extra attachment. I won't be able to get this off now. Oh, God. I can't get it off. Well, this is rather frustrating. There we go. So yeah, that's that. You get the controller, put that through first, and then there you go. It's a bit like a PlayStation or an Xbox controller, which means you can play, I suppose you could play driving games, but then you probably couldn't because you don't have the sensor one in there. So that would be more for other games where you don't really need the sensor. Well, actually, you kind of need the sensor in all of them, but that's why that doesn't usually come in handy very often, but it's good for holding it, and you still have easy access to the buttons. This here, you can see quite clearly, is a tennis racket. You do need this, and you basically screw that on so you can play tennis, which It's on top of the controller like that, and it again is useless, but it still looks pretty good, and I like how they put so much detail into it. Most companies would fill in the holes, but they actually have holes in this one. This here, I believe, is called the Wii Pro Controller. The Wii U is similar, Pro Controller, although these are up there, they're down there, and there's like handles like on this. But this round shape on the top here is pretty similar. This is one of my personal favourite controllers. You got A, B, X, Y, D-pad, left, right, up, down. You got the two sticks there, which both go around in weird hexagonal shapes. They're not round, like you can see there. Well, they go round in circles, but the outside is a hexagonal shape for some reason. You play it like that, and then on the top here, you've got the two triggers, L and R, which I'm assuming for left and right. Then you've also got ZL and ZR for Z left and Z right. And then you've got this here, which I didn't know what it was until recently, but there's grips on the back here, so it hooks onto something. I'm not sure what. You push that down and it like unlocks it, and then let it go and it clips up. That's that little one in the middle there. But it's two triggers, another two little buttons, and it's got a wire coming out the bottom. It's not wireless, and that, I believe, plugs into, for some reason, I believe it either plugs into the console, but I don't think it does. I think you have to plug it into one of these. So if you're playing multiplayer, then one of you will have to have that, and the other has that, which isn't particularly the best idea, but it's still a good controller. So yeah, as you can see on here, I've still got the original spongy thing on it. I still need to pull that off, so it's still nice and clean underneath. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on. Oh, it's got a little Nintendo logo, because they love to put that everywhere. But you can see there's the Wii logo, A, B, X, Y, two sticks, L, R, ZL, ZR, grip thing, D-pad, and you've also got a plus and minus button and a home button. And as usual, it says Wii in the middle there, and on the back it says Nintendo. What haven't I done? Oh, I've done pretty much everything, except here, this is the nunchuck. This, I believe though, can come with the actual console. As I think it might always, I'm not sure. But that basically plugs into there, and again it's got the Nintendo logo. But you do that. This is both for one person, it's not for multiplayer, but it gives you more buttons. It gives you a stick and the buttons C and Z. So that's kind of good for when you're doing running games. You often have to do that, like that, and it basically makes you run faster. Moving your legs doesn't change anything, which is one failure. Unless you have, I believe, the Wii Fit balance boards, which I did in my previous video, and I'll leave a link on the screen now. Okay, but I don't know whether you can call this an attachment, or extra one, but technically it is. So, that's about it for all the attachments, really. I'll just try and stick them all back in sight. That'll do. But that's pretty much all of them there. I hope this gave you enough information, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.